Yo, yo, yo. This is Kevin Trades, my weekly outlook and recap. Recap and outlook for DAX, the German index. So let's just get straight into it. As you can see, this is a weekly candle. We opened at 25,031 and closed at 24,855.8. Now, if you go into the daily, we can see we had a bearish, bullish. First things first, gotta look at the news. We had Monday, bank holiday, it didn't mean anything. Tuesday, no news. Wednesday, Trump spoke at 1:30. There was also meetings all day. And Thursday, unemployment claims and core PCE price index at 3 p.m. Friday, PMI, German flash, and more PMI services at 2:45 p.m. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Oh, let's just put this down away. So yeah, last week these were my draws. As you can see, one of them got hit instantly. If I just check quickly, give me a second. Were these my draws? Yes, they were. And I did say on the, if I just go into the 4-hour, I had like this marked out. I did also say we could view this as a retracement. You could have viewed this as a retracement here into this OTE region, and this could have been just a retracement. But either way, price gap down. The reason it gapped down is because of Trump. We left this huge weekly open gap. We haven't touched it the entire week, and the first draw got hit instantly, so that's nice. So yeah, anyways, let's get into London session, because I'm pretty sure it was a good trade, even though apparently US bank holiday. But again, that does not mean anything. If you backtest every single day, you will never know which day is gonna be bank holiday. But yeah, if you put 50-minute highs for London session, because you are bearish, reason being because you have a huge gap, because we broke structure, and because the FA was bearish. You can see the direction of these hourly highs getting swept, double hourly highs getting swept. London opens, it induces buyers by pumping up, getting to fairly ups, touching this fairly up. If it were to go up, it would have done this, but it didn't do that. It did this, which is like quite literally the opposite. But yeah, swept these highs, touched the doll. There was also a 50-minute high here, which I had it marked with no topic, which is nice. We also have this as well, just a 50-minute fairly up. I think there was a 30-minute fairly up as well. Yep, tapped the order block. Big 30-minute fairly up, tapped the order block, and went down. Was an hourly? No, it wasn't. But obviously 50-minute liquidity sweep. What do you look for next? Break structure. Let's look for the break structure. You'll have it somewhere. Technically that's break structure, so you know what, sure. But you probably know price reversing once this 1 minute fairly up gets inversed, and then price goes down. Was there anything on the 3 minute? Where we at? Not really. This 3 minute gets inversed, and then we go down. By this point, like, price is pretty far gone. There's no middle wick. Let's just make this yellow, why not? We can see price gets fairly up, gets inversed here, and then taps back into same, and then 9 AM opens, creates a top wick, comes back to this sweep level, and then dumps. And I think this blue box is a 1 minute fairly up. So you just enter on the closeout, big closeout, boom. Stop loss above the sweep, and then target this low, London low, or you could just target low of the day, because that is not low of the day, purely because 12:15 is a very bad timing. And boom, 2RR, risk 2%, mate, why not? But yeah, you get the point. That's London session on Monday. Let's go into New York. New York opens. You don't really trade New York open unless it's like 2:45, 3 p.m. Best time to trade it, honestly. Obviously 3 p.m. opens here, taps this 50-minute fairly up. Also, I like to mention this just holds as high of the day, which is like around 8:30. Comes back up, taps like OT level, taps back into the 15-minute, and then that 10-minute fairly up probably just taps the order block again. Yep. I think it's a like cleaner tap. No, or the 15. No, not even. but pretty much OT region, pretty much takes OT out. Not takes, but edges it. We tap into this 5-minute fairly up though. Invest here, respected. And to be fair, we didn't tap into it at 9, which is interesting. So we just come up, sweep 9 AM, respect this fairly up, come back up, re-sweep it again, and then we dump. So it's nice. But yeah, 3 PM obviously you tap back into this. This is at like 4:15, and then this is a nice retracement as well. But I think here the best shot was just this 15-minute fairly up at 3 PM. That's just high the hour, and then we displace lower, and the price comes up to refill these fairly ups, and then we displace lower again. And yeah, this New York session runs quite a lot, as you can see. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Monday. I shall not remove all drawings, and I shall just delete my drawings. But yeah, Tuesday again was pretty clean. Let's just go to London session. But yeah, I was just pretty bearish. The reason being, well, that is Nasdaq. Let's not look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq is nice though. The reason I did just keep wanting it to go lower, there was many reasons. So this draw got smashed, so what did I do? I made more draws. I made this green draw here. Again, this got smashed on Monday, so I was like, okay, cool, what's next? Nothing really much here, but we did have this order block, so you just mark out the whole order block. You can see it gets tapped into and then up and then boom, hit here, clean range. So yeah, we can see it did actually take it here. Tuesday opens, we took it, whatever. Again, still bearish on like all time frames. I don't think like even a break structure to the upside would even count yet, even if there was one. But yeah, I think this is just continuation model. London opens, leaves a big 5-minute fair value gap, and then boom. I know people caught this trade. This was very easy. Boom, fair value gap. Fair value gap. Not only that, it's perfect equilibrium. Look at this equilibrium here. Wow. Absolutely beautiful equilibrium. And then it runs down. It starts to reverse here at 10. It just does that, I guess. And then creates low the day at 11:45. Which is nice. And then price comes back up. We see that big wick. This big wick here. Wednesday again bearish. I really like Wednesday. Reason being is because it just gives me Wyckoff vibes. See this high here in the 15-minute, that break structure. Yep, I think we swept it. Yeah, we did. See this high here? Boom, sweep. Did we? Oh no, we didn't. Damn, that's a beautiful OTE, that means. But if you do it from like the top, it's OTE. And if you look at the 30-minute, it's clean. So if you look at the closes, if you look at the hourly, we have double hourly highs. And it just looks like a Wyckoff plus OTE. I'll draw the Wyckoff out. Buying climax, BC, automatic rally, because look at this nice clean push after this buying. Yep, and then secondary test literally goes below the buying climax, which is nice to see. And then the secondary test even runs past the automatic rally, inducing sellers in. But then all of a sudden, boom, purged everyone out, tapped OTE, and then boom, clean range down to the beginning of the buying climax, here or here. But at this point you have momentum, so you just gotta hold your trade. And then we come down to, where was this? The bottom. Was it the bottom? I think so, yeah, the bottom of this order block. So this whole order block is just, which is nice. So I really liked a lot of days this week. Very clean, good Wyckoff. I really like this day. But yeah, I had a level here, and I explain what this level is. So you see this gap here? This to me is a gap on the daily. It's also Monday 15th of October high. Reason being is because on one of the brokers which I trade on, there's a big ass gap here. And on this broker which I chart on, this gap here, it's literally the middle of the gap. Literally the exact middle. And A-holes has low of the week. But this new week opening up, it's not a new week opening up, it's a new day opening up, so it's an end dog. People call it true support and resistance, such and such. But you could consider this as resistance, that's why you pushed away from it. And this is support, because we gapped up and here we gapped down. So you can trade between these ranges. You can see clean range down here, clean range up here. That's technically how it should be. But yeah, coming into Thursday or Wednesday PM session, so we tapped that, and we tapped it at like 1 AM. See how New York session does, but I'm pretty sure it just pumps. But we start to reverse actually after taking these highs. But like I said, the buy up here is way better. If you just look at it in the hourly, we take that level, close doji, and then a big hourly candle. Wow, that shows to me buyers have taken step into market. And then you have a 1 hour fair value gap inverse, 1 hour fair value gap here, 1 hour order block, nothing on the forward. But what's nice is this wick gets rebalanced beautifully, way below 50%. Not only that, yeah, 1 hour inverse, 10 minute fairly up, 10 minute inverse, 1 minute inverse, but 15 minute again, amazing. Is that inverse? No. On the 5 minute you have 5 minute inverse, 5 minute fair value gap, equilibrium, whatever. But you get the point, and that's low of the week. You gotta go low of the week, and it is like PM session, 5 PM, whatever, it's fine. And of course, just a nice retrace into 0.618, pretty much OTE. But yeah, I know somebody who caught this trade purely off of them confluences, and again, you can just hold this to the gap because it should be clean range to the gap. But yeah, and then Friday, that was Thursday. Was that Thursday? No, this is Thursday. Wow. But yeah, Thursday and Friday I did not like. I think Thursday we still got opportunity, but this is disgusting. Like if I'm looking at this in the hourly, this is just wow. Why is this barcode? If you scan this, you're probably gonna get sent to a link, dodgy link. Okay, anyways, you can see here OTE. Pretty self-explanatory, really, but I'm pretty sure that's just high today. One thing I like when DAX ranges, it just taps OTE all the time. Look, taps this OTE. and then changes the entire flipping day, mate. Like this is not trading, not tradable realistically, but yeah, nice high the day at 9:50, which is not bad timing to be honest. It's still between 8, 9, 10, and then guess what we do again? Tap OTE. It's nice that we like sweep some lows though, but that's pretty much it. I mean, this is literally 245, 240. So low key, you could have caught both these trades at London and New York session, OTE trades. I mean, it's fine. It's just DAX. It's just ranging. I mean, but this draw would have been nice because low of the day being 7 AM. Again, that's a bad timing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Friday, you're not gonna believe it. This was pretty much the trade you could have taken. Was it? Oh my gosh, there was two, wasn't it? So I actually took one. I actually took this one. So off of this high, the reason I took this is because look at the close and then the top and then the dump. But before we come for this low, we came for this low. And the 5 minute, it was clean, boom, came down here, created double lows, went back up. You're not gonna believe what it was on the downside. Pretty much again OTE. Then again, came back up, swept this high now. Oh, I can straight out. Swept this high. After we swept this high, it was just clean range back down to them double lows, which is nice. And I thought this would hold as high today, which we didn't. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. But low of the day on Friday was an interesting one. If I mark it out, it was just 11 AM. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Didn't really expect that. So for me, I'm guessing price has to come for this. But yeah, first draw next week is gonna be this. But I explained to you what I'm looking for. Trump kind of messed up the markets as he does usually, because now he's deleted the tariffs on EU countries because he wants Greenland. So yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. I like this retracement anyways because we tap back into 25k. Now we can finally hit 25.7 and 26, so it's a nice little retracement. On the forward, the daily, it's a nice retracement. This daily fire got touched. The one I wanted to get touched, which was like up here, got touched, and it's nice. None of these levels got hit, but now we've got big weekly opening for gap, which I haven't touched yet, and it's flipping huge. So this is really good draws. Also, I would say Nasdaq and S&P 500 have taken them, so that's nice. I wouldn't really like to sell off from here, but what I will do is leave this level 387.4 just for sells, because I'm so happy with this level. Because there's a lot of things that just line up here. I'm pretty sure that was just OTE as well. That was my original idea, and there's a lot of stuff lining up, which is fine. But the rest, my plans are for next week. I'll make this white because it's just sweep. Pretty simply, whenever you have disgusting accumulation like this on the 4 hour, what usually happens is we're gonna sweep something. I'll show you an example. So like this is an example. You have a dump. That's not drawing. We have a dump. Price comes up, accumulation. You have a disgusting sweep here on Tuesday, and like I said, I want it to be midweek. Like I want the sweep to be, not midweek, but like preferably the first 2 days of the week, so Monday or Tuesday. I'm assuming low of the week should get held, and then Thursday and Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday should just pump. But draws would be this daily low, and pretty much just equilibrium would be a level first and foremost. Not even equilibrium, let's put this as a level. Actually, sure, I'll put this forward inverse as a level. Didn't really see that inverse until I just seen that now. And then we have order blocks here. I don't know if I should mark these out, but order block here. I doubt it's gonna respect this one. This one again, too close. This one, maybe. But sure upper level here. These two draws are pretty much the exact same thing, so I'm deleting this one. And then obviously my draws being boom, this gap, why not the entire gap? Yeah, sure. And that's pretty much it. But if all goes well, I want to see pretty much something like this. And then like this, then like this. It's gonna touch the gap, then it's gonna reverse, then it's gonna go down, then it's gonna do this, then it's gonna touch my level, and then it's gonna pump up to 25.7k. And this is a bit higher. There we go. This is literally what's gonna happen, mate. I'm joking, but yeah, that's my idea. That's like best case scenario. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Keep it clean and simple. These are my levels. These are my draws. I didn't really go into news, but unemployment claims was pretty boring. 130. Thursday and Friday, you can see. I think PMI, like this German PMI, it was just waiting for the news to hit, and you can see these big wigs taken on both sides. It was kind of disgusting. Even the same thing on Friday. So market was just deciding. I want to look at news next week. I don't really do this, but we don't really have much news next week. I think 26th to 23rd. We don't really have much. We have PPI and unemployment claims, and then FOMC statement, and the press conference on Wednesday. But Monday and Tuesday again should be good, and then hopefully the rest of the week should just be buys. That's what I'm hoping for, but you never know where this market could just dump again. One thing I like is this 4-hour OTE though, but that's high day on Friday again, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. go in, if you know, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That was my DAX recap. Here's my draws and here's my levels. Keep it clean and simple, and see you next week.